Good morning, everyone. This is Clinton. Um, as I communicated, today we are going to look at variables. Uh, Java programming. We use variables to store our values. When we talk of variables, some may not know what variables are. Variables. This is what stores your values temporarily in the program. Take for instance, in Java programming, we shall be working with values. So we shall be storing those values inside. We shall be storing those values with variables where when you want to access that particular value, we use a variable to allocate that value. So in Java we have primitive data types that works hand in hand. With primitive data types, I can talk of int, I can talk of double. Like for instance, I want to perform some computations. I will have to use uh, because variables depends on precisions, like the value to what extent a variable or a data type can hold. Like for instance, int, uh, double. When I'm the one, like for instance, when I want to get the average, I will have to use double because my decimal points will be cut at 4. When I would want maybe format, I will have to use some decimal format or use format specifier. So variables, this is what stores a value temporarily in a program. So I think we are going to write some simple program. We are going to write some simple program that performs some computation. Let's take for instance the area. We are going to let's take for instance. So when we are declaring, we use the syntax we do. I'm going to use Eclipse as our IDE, the platform we are going to write our codes and run. So we know we should write a program. We compile. After compiling, we then get the compile and run and get the output. Oh, when you get an error in the compilation, that's a compile type. When you get an error where the programs are bots, that is a runtime error. So let us we start when in the declaration in the declaration of the variable, you'll state the data type and then that particular variable name. Like for instance, I can say int num1 or int number1. That is declaration. So there are two things in declarations. You can declare and assign, or you can just declare. Assigning is when you want to give a value to a certain variable. Take for instance, I want to give one. I want to give one to num1. I can say int num1 is equals to 4 or 1 or 2 or 3. Any virtue is. Um, some people may think we can only declare. Uh, we keep declaring once at a time. We can declare 5 variables at the same time as long as we have the same data type. Take for instance, this num1. If I have num2, I can declare in the same line. Mm. If I have num3, I can do it as long as they are of the same data type. The same to double, I can say double num1, I say num2, I say num3. So depends on how you want to declare. So depends on your choice. So we are going to write a simple program that will calculate for us mm, the area. So we shall have to declare this area. I think we can have some 1 point something centimeter squared. So I can say double. I can say red area. have length and width for the rectangle. So I can declare double length. I can declare double width. Yeah, we are done with our declarations. I told you if you want to declare and assign, this one we have just already declared. If you want to assign, you may say double length is equals to 1, and then double width equals to 1. Ask yourself, sorry, ask yourself why we have this. We are doing, these variables have already been declared. So when we shall be assigning them, we shall just have to do the what? We shall just say length is equals to this, blah is equals to blah. So uh, we need not to re-declare again. We have declared them, so this is how it should be. So let's say area is equals to 1, and will be quite difficult. So let us say we want to perform some computations. We want to calculate length time width. We are going to say so we know the environment operate the arithmetic operations. We can do sum, we can do multiplication, we can do subtraction, we can do modulus, we can do division, quite many. So we in this, we are going to multiply length and width. So we are going to declare a variable that will hold our computation. That expression, we shall have to get a variable that will hold. So we are going to say double length times width. So this, no, sorry, double area is equal to length times width. So this one, we have our length, we have our width. So we are going to declare a variable to hold our expression where we are multiplying from. So this one, we are getting done with the most difficult part. So when you write programs, you have to, when you want to, when you have done something, you have to display it in system.out object. So using a system.out, there's something system.in, system.out. Those are two different things. When you want to display, you'll say system.out.println. So there's print and println. Print statement on the same line, whereas println perform what we call a carriage return, and the statement to be printed is printed on the next line. So it depends on what you may need to use. So this one, we are just going to print area. So we are going to print area. Let me say, so I'm going to say system out dot println. So I want to pass value here. I want to display something. So I want the program to be quite interactive. I can say the area of a rectangle, or the area of blah 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 is equals to this, or the area, the the area of length, this one of width, this one is equals to this. So it depends on what you use. So I want to just say the area of the rectangle is equals to, so I will concatenate the string. We concatenate, we shall do some concatenation. We are going to bring this area. We want to pick this particular value and we place it here to be displayed on the console. So when we are picking that variable to separate the strings and the values, we are going to do plus area, and this one will say the area of the rectangle is equals to the particular value that is here. So from your brain, if you can do this simple computation, you can guess what it may be. So this is a very simple program. I told you this, we are just illustrating how we can use the variables. So we're using the double data type, and we're having variable length and width. So we have assigned this length and width. We are doing the computation here, and now we are displaying it here. We are displaying it. So let's first try to see. We try to run. We try to run that program. Sorry. We'll try to run. We'll try to run. We'll try to run. Yes. So we see the area. The area of the rectangle is equals to 32.0. Initially, we know 8 times 4 is 32. So that one shows the program is working perfectly. So now I want to make the program interactive. Uh, I want to I want the user to give the values. I want the user to input the values, length and width. So I'm going to import scanner. Hmm? I'm going to import the scanner from the java.util package. So I'll import java.util scanner. So this one I've imported scanner, so I should create the scanner class. I will come here and say my scanner, creating a scanner object here, creating a scanner object, creating a scanner object. So I'll say scanner sc is equals to new scanner system. I told you something about system.in and system.out. So when we want to capture the value, we shall have to remember this scanner name. SC is a scanner name. I can say scanner name input. I can say scanner name SC. You can say scanner name your name, but when you will be capturing the value, you will say that variable is equals to the scanner name dot next of the data type. Since I have SC in the capturing, I will have to say when I'm capturing the value, I will say the variable is equals to the name of the scanner, which is SC dot next of that data type. If I use double, say next double, uh, say next double. So let me prompt the user. So when you are asking the user to input, when you are prompting the user, you should prompt the user, and then capture that value the user is going to enter, and then you can use the value. You can use the value through the variable. So now what we are going to do here, we are going to prompt the user to enter. I may just print. So I will say enter what? Enter length. Enter length. Enter length. I may capture the length. Let me capture the length. So let me comment out this one. Let me comment out that one. So let me okay, say length is equals to sc dot next next double, and then I will prompt the user to enter the widget right here. So this is a statement. Whatever I'm putting inside this is a statement to be printed that will inform the user that we need such and such. Enter width. So we are going to capture the width. Say width is equals to sc dot next double, because we declared those variables using double. So now we're now okay. So this length, the value that will be entered will be used here. So this is the width that we just want to enter, and We shall do the computation here. So let's try to see what will happen. Let's try to run for good. Okay, so now we see here enter length. I will say length equals to 4. Uh, enter with this and we say with this equals to 4. So we can now see the area of the rectangle is equals to 4. So what what matters most is importing the scanner, creating the scanner object, which is this phase here. Then you should prompt the user and capture the values, which is done here. Then we can now use the value in our computation. Then you can display. So thanks for watching. I think in the next lecture we shall be seeing something else. Uh, we shall be working with uh, those primitive, no, those very complicated. We can be using. We can write a program that does some calculations. Take for instance, you performing those interest rates and the like. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave me a like or a subscription. We should the very best meet next time.